Hey! We are past the introduction now, but before we actually start skinning you have to learn a few things about one important file. It may be just a bunch of text, but we use it to tell the game what behaviors to apply in order to make the skins work correctly. Welcome to the skin.ini tutorial. The skin.ini is the configuration file of your skin. It will determine how your skin behaves via pairs of keys and values. For now, we will only focus on a select few as well as the overall structure and behavior. But other skin.ini options will be talked about in later parts of the tutorial. If you're curious, you can check the skinning wiki for a full list of options. Let's quickly make a new skin folder and a skin.ini file. Simply open your in-game options, go to the skin section, and click open current skins folder. Now move one directory up and make a new folder here. Now we can make the skin.ini file. But before that, make sure you have file extensions enabled. Here are two videos showing how you can do it on Windows 10 and 11, so simply follow the one that matches your system. Now, right-click anywhere within the empty space of the skins folder, hover over new and select text document, set the name to skin.ini, then just press enter. And we are done. Now, let's focus on the actual file. The skin.ini is made up of sections. This is where you put the keys and values we mentioned earlier, so let's pull up a visual example so you can see it a little bit better. As you can see, this file has a clearly defined structure with the sections encased in square brackets and keys with the respective values listed below them. Let's focus on the sections first. You have just learned sections are declared by putting them inside brackets, but what you should also know is that these aren't just for looks. Each section and key has to be named exactly like it is listed on the wiki, otherwise bad things can happen. Speaking of the wiki, that's where you can find information about 99.9% of all skinning elements, including a list of all skin.ini keys and sections. Take notice that all of the keys are written under a specific section and will work only in that specific one. Moving on to options, they are declared by writing down their key, followed by a colon, which gets followed by the value. There are many possible options for values, like numbers, numbers lists, path names, RGBA values, and strings. If you do not use an option or have an illegal value, or completely forget to fill one in, also we'll use the value from the default skin instead. Make sure that you are only using each option once. If an option exists multiple times, also we'll use the last one, which can lead to a situation where you change the first occurrence of an option and wonder why nothing changes when you reload your skin. Moving on, let's explain a few options we will look at in this video. Name, author, and version are all under the general section. Name is the name you give your skin, which will be used as the file name when you hit export as OSK file in the OS client. Make sure to use a unique name, because when you import a skin while already having a skin installed with the same name, it will overwrite the existing files, creating a messy mix of two skins. It is also a good practice to add a release version identifier to the skin name, like the 1.1 or simply the update date like this one. Not to mention, it makes your skin name unique, preventing accidental overwrite of your files. Author is where your name goes. It shows who made the skin. This isn't really displayed anywhere unless you use also laser, but it's still a good practice to add it. Version is arguably the most important skin.ini command, as it defines what version of the skinning system your skin uses. You can check the skin versions page on the skinning wiki to see a list of all valid values as well as the differences between them. But you will most likely want to use version 2.7, and it is what we will be using in this tutorial. Please be aware that you should never use version latest, as this might break the skin when a new version of the skinning system gets released. Now, if you look at the last line of the example, you will see that there are two slashes in front of the option. This means that it is a comment, and also ignores it when reading the skin.ini file. You can use these to temporarily disable an option without deleting it, or for leaving additional commentary. You could for example put a few comments at the beginning of your file containing all the colors you want to use, so you won't always have to copy them from your editing program. Just make sure not to overuse comments, as it is a good practice to keep your skin.ini somewhat clean. Otherwise it can get a little messy, especially when your file is using a lot of options. Hi, this is Reader from the future with a quick but important message. I just wanted to mention that you should never make this file an over-formatted mess. A clean and simple ini is easier to read and edit than one that is overflowing with Unicode garbage. And that pretty much concludes the skin.ini tutorial. We might not have shown you each and every option in this video, but as we previously mentioned, the skinning wiki has every single one of them listed and is available to you at any time. In the next episode, we are gonna focus on the most advanced and to many probably the most exciting part of skinning, which is the song selection screen. Hopefully that episode helps you kickstart your skinning journey. See you next time.